we'll have our Dharma message from our resident minister, Reverend Kobata.
Is this okay? It's too dark? It's okay? Yeah, I think it has better effect. Right. So, how many of you know what Camille Sensei's job is? What her occupation is? Anyone take a guess? What do you think her profession is? Who doesn't know? You just guess. What do you think she does? Yes. You have an idea? Oh, okay. Anyone? Yes. Teacher. Yeah, she's a teacher, but not. She does it for free. Teaches for free, but she does something for her occupation. Yes. Yeah. A lawyer. You probably knew that, right? Oh, okay. But anyway, so Camille Sensei is an attorney. She's a lawyer. That's why she speaks so convincingly. That was a wonderful story, huh? You get a sense of being Siddhartha and appreciating that energy that helped them to wake up, which is what we celebrate with the Bodhi Day. Because the word Bodhi means enlightened. And so when we talk about Bodhi tree, it's just the name that the tree got because Siddhartha was sitting under that particular type of tree. And then from his enlightenment, they began to call that type of tree, and the tree of enlightenment, Bodhi tree. The scientific name is Ficus religiosa. So even the scientific name has that spiritual, religious meaning to it. So this is what we celebrate with what we call Bodhi Day, the Day of Enlightenment, because it celebrates the meaning of our own life. Because we're all here, just like Siddhartha, to wake up. That's what the meaning of having been born as a human being and having the opportunity to think about and understand our life as an experience of awakening. Okay, so this is one little illustration I try to use as I understand this idea of enlightenment. Where, you know, we think about, can everyone see this?
Yeah.
A light bulb. So what makes the light bulb a light bulb? Yeah, it's a bulb. Okay. It's a bulb that lights up. Okay? So, how does it light up? Yes. Electricity. What is electricity? Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's an energy. It's power. But where does it come from? Do you cook it? Yes. Yes. Windmills? Yeah, in some countries and some places they do that. Other ways of making electricity? Yes. Stack different types of metal? Oh, okay. So, batteries. We're just in the yes. Oh, what were you going to say? Huh? Anyone have any other ideas? Have you ever seen electricity?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Where? Oh, lightning. But that's lightning. What is it? Yes. sparks, huh? Oh, that's dangerous, yes.
So one time, my dad was testing out some robots he would do, and then it sounded weird electricity thingy come off of me, and then I'm like, it can't touch it, and it's
Oh, static electricity. Okay, but yeah, that's when you see the light, that the electricity touches the air and then there's the light that comes from that. But electricity or energy itself doesn't have a color, doesn't have a shape that we can, yes, comes from the earth, or did you say earth? Yeah, there's electricity or energy, power in the earth and in the sky, and it's all around us. And some people long ago figured out how to get that energy to make it into electricity. But the electricity or the power of life, in other words, is nothing we create. People don't make it. It's what, in a way, makes people. The energy of life. And we experience that when we breathe. So what do we breathe?
Air.
What's air? What's oxygen? See, this is what scientific process is. And it's also the religious process. Yeah, but this is what Siddhartha did. He began to question, ask, what's going on here? Why am I so unhappy? On and on, he kept asking questions. And then he decided, rather than thinking about that too hard, he just settled down. And then he became aware of the life, the energy all around us that helped him to wake up. We call that energy or life, energy, Amida, in our Buddhist tradition. Yeah, the energy of life, Amida Butsu. But anyway, so using this light bulb, okay, so what makes the light bulb a light bulb? We said what? Light. So until it lights up, it could be a glass bulb made out of glass and metal and wires and so forth. It could smell like a light bulb. Well, I guess you could say it smells like a light bulb, and I could say it tastes like a light bulb. It sounds like a light bulb. And it feels like a light bulb, but until what happens, it's not a real light bulb. And what is it that happens to make it a light bulb? That energy that comes into the light, that brings the light bulb to light, is the power of life. And that's the idea of waking up. To see and experience that power, and as we would think of in our tradition, to be appreciative, to be grateful for that power. Because that power is not something I make, you make, but it's something that makes us alive. And so to be aware or thoughtful of, mindful we call it, of that, is why we're encouraged to sit quietly and to reflect and to hear and listen to the teachings of the Buddha. And that takes some time. So somebody along the line of Buddhist history came up with the idea by saying, Namo Amida Butsu is the way we could remind ourselves of that power, that energy that's always around us, always supporting us, always in a way taking care of us. We call it boundless compassion. And so that's why we're chanting tonight the nice verse called Gassho with Amida. Because Gassho is a Japanese Buddhist word which just means placing our palms together to be able to show that sense of gratitude and to remind us that we don't live alone. And so Sunday, Sydney, Kelly, Sarah are going to give a talk on stress in teens. And what's the theme though?
It's called You're Not Alone.
You're not alone. You're not alone. Always try to remember that. Oftentimes when we're sad and angry and hurt, we feel so lonely. We think nobody cares. But that's what stress is. So, with Kelly, Sydney, and Sarah are going to help us understand is how you're not alone. And this is what we hear and listen to as the teachings of the book. So thank you for being part of the Buddhist Church of San Francisco community and helping us celebrate, commemorate this special part of human life and history. Okay? So with that, we'll close with the same expression. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.